Hey, Rage in the Cage OKC fans, it's Kimber Schaefer here with Rage in the Cage News, and we couldn't be more excited. Rage in the Cage 81 is coming your way Saturday, June 19th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Public Market, and we have a special for you, pre-fight interviews right here. I've got Ryan Hoover. He is 5-1 as an amateur, but you're new to Rage in the Cage, so we are so excited to have you on board. And there's so many accomplishments out there that, I mean, I know that you don't like to talk about yourself and all your accomplishments, but let's start there. What you've done so far in your martial arts career.
So I've been fighting for almost 9 years now. This will be my 37th amateur fight. Most of them have been Muay Thai, kickboxing. I've won a handful of titles, a couple North American Muay Thai titles. I actually just received my brown belt in Jiu-Jitsu. So this is just going to be another accomplishment to add to my list of achievements that I've achieved so far.
So do you have any martial arts, mixed martial arts, MMA titles?
I do, actually. I do. I won a couple years back. I won the HD MMA 135-pound amateur title. I think that's my only MMA title, but I do have a couple Muay Thai belts that I've won.
Okay, tell me a little bit about that and what you've accomplished in Muay Thai, just a little bit more about the process of all of that.
So I started when I was 13 years old, and from there I just started fighting as much as I could. I started fighting low level, and then eventually I worked my way up to the national circuit, fighting on some of the national Muay Thai tournaments. And I've managed to rack up about 30 Muay Thai fights. So I have quite a bit of fight experience already coming in.
So that is probably where your expertise lies as far as the fight game goes. You're definitely, your stand-up game and your Muay Thai is kind of where you kind of feel more comfortable, should I say, or are you well-rounded?
I'm very comfortable on my feet, but I am also very well-rounded. I am a brown belt, and I have been training MMA since I first started, so I can do it all.
So where have you been training?
I train at a clinch martial arts in Owasso, Oklahoma. It's about an hour, 30 minutes away from the OKC area, but yeah, we have a great MMA program. Our coaches, they're great at they cover all the bases. So.
And you said you started this at 13.
I did, yes. Me and my twin brother started in Taekwondo, and then we quickly moved to Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. And we've been fighting ever since.
So does your twin brother get in the cage as well?
He hasn't fought in a long time. He doesn't really fight anymore, but he used to, yeah. He's got a lot of fights as well.
All right. So were your parents into martial arts themselves, or what brought you into the gym the first time?
My parents, they've never really wanted much to do with martial arts. But as a young kid, I got into a couple fights at school and stuff. That kind of piqued my interest. I was always into professional wrestling, so that definitely helped. So one day I was begging my mom to let me start doing MMA, so she enrolled me in a Taekwondo school, and that's where it started.
Wonderful. So I grew up with a brother who actually owns Mid-South Pro Wrestling, but I was his opponent my entire childhood. I was body slammed more times than I can count. So were you trying to do that when you were small as well?
Oh,
emulate
yeah.
what you saw on TV? Absolutely.
Me and my brother, we used to love watching WWE, so we in the backyard on the trampoline just trying to recreate that, and so eventually led to this. Who
was your favorite pro wrestler?
I had a lot of pro wrestlers that I love to watch, like The Undertaker and and Kane. Those were probably some of my favorites when I was a kid.
Oh, but, awesome!
Well, Shawn Michaels great. For sure.
Oh gosh, yeah, loved him. My favorites I think are a little bit older than that, but yeah, I was a pro wrestling fan when I was small too. And I don't know anything about pro wrestling these days. I haven't watched it in probably 20 years, but well, glad to hear that. So. Moving back to MMA, so June 19th, you are facing Dan Weber, who is 4-0 in MMA, and I believe all his fights have been for Rage in the Cage, and he's, of course, the local person here living in the Oklahoma City area. So are you bringing a huge crowd from Broken Arrow?
I have quite a few people who wanted to buy tickets from me, so I think I should have a pretty good pretty good following that'll be there at the fights supporting me. So I'm excited for that. It'll give me a chance to work on selling tickets and making some good commission money. So.
Sounds good. Hey, and you guys, fight fans out there, you probably know this as well, but these fighters, as he mentioned, do get commission on their ticket sales. So make sure that when you go in and purchase tickets that you click their name as you check out on StubWire. So, and speaking of tickets and fans being there, you know, Rage in the Cage, we are known for our sellout crowds. And so have you fought, you said you have fought in Oklahoma City before in this area?
Yes, I have.
Okay, just not for Rage in the Cage?
No, not yet.
Oh, awesome. Well, we're excited to have you on board. Is there anything that you would want the fight fans to know about you that I haven't asked you?
Just nothing in particular. Just know that I always come with I bring a good fight, and you guys are gonna all know about me very soon. I'll be making my way up to the top very soon.
Well, sounds good. Hey, you guys, do not miss it. This is a title fight, 145 title bout, Dan Weber. You're facing Dan Weber, and this is going to be such a wonderful night of fights. Rage in the Cage 81 coming your way Saturday, June 19th at the Oklahoma City Farmers Market Event Center, and we will see you there.